Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Forever Stranded. You may notice in the background here, I have a lava tank here, and this is now where my cobble chest lives. We've removed all of that from outside and cleaned it up a bit. We still have... Oh, and I finally emptied that chest. Excellent. I've done a little bit of work. Moved half of my sieving setup down here. And also have my own lava generation. Wasn't much room up there, so I just moved it down here and switched to the Ender IO pipes, or conduits rather, mostly. I've kind of got a mishmash of things going, because these can all live in one square, which means I can have that a little tighter. However, I already had the filtering for these, so I didn't want to have to make a whole bunch of filtering stuff for the Ender IO. So in spots where I wanted to filter, I continued using these guys. And you're not working. Why are you not working? I am a little uncertain, actually. Come out. Yes. You know what I bet you have... No? Maybe? What mode do I have you on? You're just pulling everything out and sitting wherever, right? Uh-oh. So I'm not getting any dust. What have I done? Is it because that's all full? And those are closer? Huh. That is interesting. Or are you allowed to bring stuff in that way? Maybe? Or the bottom? What does your bottom look like? I've got a bit of an issue here. Okay. You're not set up in some way that you can't accept it, right? Okay, that works. So, why are you unable? So that's why I haven't been producing any dust. Well, perhaps, since I do have better power generation, we will grab a handful of these guys and find one that will work nicely. Now I do still have a spare sag mill, which I haven't set up here, which I could probably arrange stuff in such a way that it would be feasible. So that's 20 RF, 97, 100. I don't need too awful much, so I'll probably take the lowest one. Well, okay, not another 20. Those don't work in this. Alright. 97, that'll save a little bit. We're still gaining. And does that let you in here? Well, you're not coming out either. You should be. You guys are connected. You have sand whitelisted. You have these whitelisted. Your item ducts, okay. And you're working perfectly fine. You're full up. Where are you finally catching up now? And why are you not pulling sand down, sir? Is it because we have the backside set to pull? None should do just fine. Okay, there we go. There that goes. And Make certain that doesn't go in there, so that's fine. Alright, you're starting to work. And you're starting to hammer. Okay. That was a bit odd. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Let's stick that in there, get a little more output. And it should all work fine now. Alright. It's possible I need a faster one of these. But we'll see how this does, because it's starting to get kind of backed up here. Can I never get the sand out of there, maybe? I don't know. I'll look into that later, but for now, it's back to working. It's all good. And I've also got this over here. There's a backup tank just to store some here. This pumps lava up here, and any redstone I put in here will be transported through these into the bottom and then pulled right back out as netherrack. And similarly, let's get the right tools. Yeah, I just heard some pop right there. There's a tank down here storing up, again, lava, which is pumped into here, sucked out, and this will keep a stack of obsidian for us. And this, you can see, is different. It's way deeper, but it actually works now. That was a bit of an issue. It wasn't deep enough. So I I let it set forever, and it did nothing. So now that's working. Nothing's changed here. And that is also the cobble generator. This is the one from upstairs outside. You can see I upgraded it to a diamond. Yeah, I just wanted it off. And I've made myself a few more of these mechanical users. These I use for, well, for example, pop that in there. This will slowly get hammered down. You can't see a visual effect. And boom, gravel. I don't really care about the gravel. And we broke a hammer. All my input chests for this stuff. Iron meshes. Here's where our flint goes. Here's where all of our stuff we get from sieving goes. And we can input food. Can I hook that up? Yeah. So that gets sucked down, goes in the mechanical users. The one issue that I'm not pleased with about it is it's not round robin, or maybe it is, but it doesn't separate them out. I need to reduce the stack size. So it's not perfect, but it does stuff. Alright, so now that I've gotten that review of what we've done out of the way, I've got a whole bunch of stuff I want to make. First off, we're going to make some weighted pressure plates. Put these in our resonator. You may recall us having made this real early on and didn't really get much use out of it because I couldn't use the mechanical users to automate my sieving. So these will make an upgrade base. And what we'll be doing with these are doing various things we can upgrade. So we can upgrade speed, for example. So to do that, take one of these and one of these. And boom. Now, things are faster. It also uses more grid power. But see here, it can't finish because I don't have that much grid power. But what we could do, for example, is put it into one of these guys. So now, if I were to take, say, some of that, it should break a lot faster. As long as I don't have it using only the upper left slot. Yeah, broke that one just instantly. And we have sand. Boom. Now I will let that just cook up our upgrade bases, and I'll probably turn most of them to speed upgrades and possibly do even more. And I've got a lot of stuff I want to make. Let's put away these capacitors. We don't need them anymore. So, first thing, we need the cauldron from Better With Mods. That one I had to note which cauldron because obviously there's a default one which I'm not that concerned with making. Okay, that is simple enough. Just get ourselves some copper, bucket of water, and a bone. And do that. And I would like to go ahead and pop downstairs and grab just a little bit of our netherrack. As to how or where I'm going to set this, I mean, I suppose technically this is a kitchen sort of thing, but I don't really like kind of the setup we've got down here. Well, I like our setup, I just don't like how it works with this. Okay, we've got to break this just because it's wood, and I was just putting it there to set things down. And flint and steel, and I think this is how this works. Obviously, I need to kind of clean things up around there. So, we can use the cobble. We've had forever a quest in basic survival that wants hearty stew. So, let's look at hearty stew. That is a carrot, baked potato, 5 bowls, some kind of cooked meat. Okay, so we need a... Did I eat all my carrots? I got some there. A baked potato. Let's just cook like a whole bunch of these guys. I'm not really certain how this whole thing works. Ah, I put it up there. Okay. And it spreads it all out. Nice. I think I was using this wrong. Oh, do I still have to take these out? Why didn't I do that before? Or these get pushed over once that's done? I'm not really clear on that. So, baked potato. Let's get it down to just 1. Whoops. 5 bowls, we'll make that in a second. 3 mushrooms. I should have 3 of those. And some form of flour. Okay, so let's also... What meat do we have the most of? Chicken, seems like. Let's pop that in there. Hopefully you will cook here in a moment. No idea how you work. So, how does the... I don't know how the cauldron actually works. I'm not sure if I need water in it. Let's see. Do I just, like, maybe right-click with things? We'll try that. Yes, I'm still cooking up. Well, let's try to put in what we can right now. Okay, so we put in the ingredients like that. Maybe I don't want to put things in early. Do you think I can cook from what's over there? Ooh, I can make carrot cake. So, got everything but the bowls. I need 8 of those suckers. That should... Actually, that makes enough. Okay. So, let's go ahead and pop all this happy stuff in. It's starting cooking. Hopefully that is everything we need for that. And while that works up, I can continue on with my crafting. In theory, this is enough to fill this episode, but I may have gotten carried away. Who knows? Alright, so that's out. I wish I could cross that off. It'd be lovely. We want an auto compressor, which will really improve our sieving setup, I believe. Alright, so this one's pretty easy. Can I... No, I can't use it from that. So, let's just get everything into our inventory. And what else did we need? A block of iron. Okay, excellent. And that is easy as that. So now, what we would like to do, I think we want to use Ender IO for this. Shouldn't take very much. Do we? No, because I want to prevent some things from getting in, I would like to do it with the ability to filter it. So, get ourselves another chest. And we're going to just... well, if that goes there, the mesh goes there. I mean, I suppose I can put it like here? Alright, so we don't want it connecting there, even though it doesn't really matter. I forgot to grab a servo. And I don't think I need it, but I would like to grab a good servo just to go through things quickly. We've got... there we go, there's our reinforced servo. Now, I think there's only, like, one thing that we want to filter out, but... so we take that, and we don't want... let's see... was it black quartz, perhaps? I'm not sure. What we're looking for is something that can be crafted into a block, but not crafted back. Ah, black quartz is one of the things we don't want going in. So we blacklist black quartz. Easy enough. Is there anything else we want to filter out? What can't be reversed, I suppose, is the question. Those can be reversed, I know. Just in case it ends up there, I want to filter out regular quartz. I might, at some point in time, you know, steal the use of one of my sieves for that, and I don't want to accidentally just mash it all, or not mash it all, mash it all together. So, genius, you need a thing here. Right, of course. So, instead of that... well, we're going to need another servo. Are we? Maybe? Let's get... instead of just going on half measures and having to come back here... oh, and also trying to fully drain this guy. So I'm just using a very little bit at a time. So that would be one reason to use this. Because I have so many sides of this filled up. Huh. Well, block that off. Well, what it could do... you don't block that from opening, right? Yeah, okay. Will you block this from opening? Yes, you will. But you can live up here happily, and that will put you reasonably close to power. Okay, that's good. And, I mean, again, we are getting into this whole kind of messy business. Ah, here's what we can do. Put that there. That there. And here, I think we just... we're fine with anything there. Should have gotten some conduits. My bad. And did I fully use all that power I put in that? It's really hard to judge. I don't... okay, we're down to 1 bucket. Once we get it to 0, we're finally able to complete another quest. Really annoying because I built that before I got the quest. And once I got the quest, it's just looking for you having it, and I mean, technically I no longer have the same item from a data standpoint, so it's a little bit annoying. Alright, so pop that up there. You're nicely charged up. And black quartz and regular quartz are blacklisted. Here's first. Yeah, okay, we're fine with that. Let's give this a try. It should start sucking stuff out that can be compressed. Very nice. Oh, 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 oh. I don't think we can reverse this, can we? Not easily. Like, we can do this. But 2, we only get 4 out of it. Okay, so another one for the blacklist. Alright, so let's turn this back on. Bone blocks are fine. Nether wart is another one I don't want in there. Alright, anything... Let's see, this is working... not really quickly enough. But let's start draining it out a little bit. Once we're not pumping so much into it... And I mean, this won't work all the time. Once we get it going, it'll just kind of cycle through things. It'll be fine. So this will be anything that is blocked up. Or particularly these. So I can just now just take all those out. Be good to go. And do you guys block up in any way? I hate having to go through that entire huge list. Blaze lantern. That sounds kind of nifty. And looks like a no. Excellent. And anything that can't be compressed will go into... will just stay here. So we now kind of have 2 output chests. Flint's fine. The coal is fine. Excellent. And so just pop these back in there. And I can now just take all these guys out. Boom, sort that, just so that it's all at the end very nicely. And pop that into here. It saves me a whole lot of time. Oops, don't want to cook that up. Alright, so that's going quite well. And should continue to do so. And I've still got a little gold on me. Whoops. Alright, did I still... Oh, I took out the gold and not my crafting table. Yeah, I carry the crafting table around just in case. Let's eat our lovely pumpkin muffin. Alright, so we've got that out of the way. We want now a ranged collector. That is a little interesting and useful item. So we need a void crystal. I've used the atomic reconstructor, but really only for, I think only for making leather and soul sand. So now just, boop, void crystal. It's one of the big crafting kind of things in actually additions. Alright, so we need 2 ender pearls. Got those. That, and we need to make a tin casing. Which is this, these guys, and 4 of these guys. And that should be our iron crate casing. And that is our ranged collector. So, the ranged collector, the reason I have this is actually, mind you, I will probably have other uses for them later. But what we can do, we set the ranged collector, let's say here for now. And we want it on a blacklist. Mod mode off. Okay. And that should be entirely good. Now what I can do is just set that in there. And this will pick things straight up. Now I do wish I could somehow alter the range of this. Because as is, if I say like I'm over here and I drop this. Okay, maybe not that much. What is your range, actually? I mean, there, must have gotten it that time. So now, for example, I can just pop that in there. I've been sifting nether ores for a while before. I was just kind of sitting on this and waiting. Not a fun way to do it. I will probably use more of these in other situations. The inability to set a range, not great, but I could probably blacklist it for nether gravel, probably. And maybe if there's something else. Okay, so what else do we have here? We've got the upgrade bases. I already had those going. Hardened upgrades. Now what I'd like to do is get my magmatics down below going faster. So what we need for that is to upgrade them. Hardened upgrade kit. So we need a whole bunch of Fanfare, which I've already cooked up. And bronze gears. So bronze, some iron, and it helps if I'm actually in... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Nope. There we go. How many of these guys did I need? Oh, I'm a bit short on iron. I may have accidentally used some, or just simply miscounted. That's fine, though. Alright, what are we missing? Just the redstone, which should be here. I think some of that redstone's for other stuff, but we'll just put it back. Now these guys, I don't think they do everything for me, so I just right-click on the engines. It's now hardened. You can even see they get a little bit of a color change. There we go. Now this, I don't believe... Maximum is 60. I think that actually is more, isn't it? Can I check out a magmatic on here? I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if there's a way to get that back. But the other thing it does is give me the augmentation slot. Now, so what I can do with that, I can fail to type anything at all. Now, what we want... Let's see, prevents RF loss due to flux coil saturation. That's not bad. I really think we want more RF energy is produced by the fuels. Increases power generation, less... I mean, I don't know what I really need. I need bigger power storage for one. I should probably also have a way to turn these off. But I have the potential to generate quite a lot of power. And actually, that's not full, surprisingly. So, since we have infinite lava, we're not concerned with preserving fuel. So we'd probably like this one. What does that take? Not much. I could actually probably go ahead and make 8 of those. I forgot to account for that. Because, well, we need to do something with the upgrades. And I completely forgot about that portion. Alright, so we need a whole ton of silver. Well, what is the middle thing there? Oh, everything shifted. Even more silver. So let us check on silver. We've got 2 different types. Got a block. We'll need a whole mess of redstone. Let's get some extra just in case. Okay, so again, augment. We need more of these. Is it just, it's 2 per, right? Or is it just, it's just 1 per, right? Let's double check that. Alright, so definitely need a little bit more of this redstone. And boom. So we'll drop down, install these fellows, and it automatically installs with the right click. Doubled our output. That is a lot of power we can put out. I think they also store more power as well. Now, it burns through the fuel at a much higher rate. But I'm not concerned with that. We're generating infinite lava as long as... Actually, let's check real quick. Are you going down? Not at present. And you guys are pretty much staying full up. Speed 0, you're full, yeah. I can upgrade these even more. Now, you're using lava. And you guys are. I had this problem before where I wasn't draining lava, but it's also not needing it. And they're staying full up, so it looks good to me. Did we miss anything on the list? Yes, we did. But we can get to that in the next episode. So, I do hope you kind of enjoyed this very progress-oriented episode. We'll have at least one more of these, and then see what we can get into. I might also look into making use of these a little more. But, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and let me know what you think in the comments. But, until next time, catch you later.